What's good, team? Right now, today is Wednesday, and what's on Wednesday is another Top 10 Wednesday. And on today's Top 10, I bring you guys my top 10 tech cards for this current format. This format is really kicking our ass right now with all these crazy meta decks like Monarchs, fucking Cosmos, Pepe, etc. But with these 10 tech cards, I believe it can help all of you guys just wreck people. So without further ado, let's begin. Starting out by saying, on this list, no card is better than one, like all my lists. So 1 is not better than 5, 5 is not better than 10, etc. It is just a general countdown. So starting off with number 10, I have Lombard. Lombard is a pretty good card because it pretty much says once your opponent searches one time, they can't search no more. It's very good against decks like the Pendulum deck because once they get their one search off, like say a turtle or whatever, they can't do anything. And it's also good against Monarch. So Lombard is a card that's being used in a lot of players' side deck now, and I definitely believe it deserves to be on this list as a good card against players who like to search a lot. So coming in at number 10, I have Lombard. Coming in at number 9, I got Mystical Wrath Panel. Now, Mystical Wrath Panel is a card that's great for mirror matches, specifically the Monarch mirror match. One player has to pay Pantheism, they pay the cost, you get the effect. Very good, very powerful now, but this card can also be used, I believe, against the Pepe matchup as well for the quick play spell card. When your opponent activates their quick play spell card to pop their scales, you'll be able to get the card effect. So the Mythical Wrath Panel could copy effects. It can really disrupt your opponent's plays and give you tons of advantage for the mirror match. And then in the future format, when newer decks come out, whenever a deck is tier 1 and the deck revolves around spell cards, Mystical Wrath Panel pretty much takes its place in player side deck. So for that reason alone, I have to have it on the list at number 9. Coming in at number 8, I got System Down. Now, this is mainly for Cosmos, and let's face the fact, Cosmos ain't going nowhere anytime soon. It's Konami's cash cow, so since it's Konami's cash cow, I personally believe that System Down is a great tech card for you guys to try in your side decks. And or main deck, if you go to a big event and you know you're going to play 90% of the room's going to be Cosmos. Now, a lot of you guys are probably already running System Down, but I know a lot of you players still aren't, so which is the reason why I wanted to give it to you guys on this list. Coming in at number 7, I have Chaos Trap Hole. Now, Chaos Trap Hole, pretty self-explanatory. Pay 2,000 life points. You banish a light or dark monster that's being summoned, normal summon for that turn or whatever. So hit the idea. The idea is to hurt Monarchs. You can banish the Cosmo Farm Girl. So it's overall, and it hurts the Pepe matchup as well because I believe the Pepe Pendulum Sorcerer is dark. So overall, it's a good side deck card. Another card a lot of players are running. So since a lot of players are running it, and I personally ran it in my past, stopping summons is important, self-explanatory. So for that reason alone, I have it happen on this list at number 7. Coming in at number 6, I got Booby Trap E. Now, this is a newer card from one of the most recent. I think it came out in Bosch or the set before Bosch. Not Wing Raiders, I believe it came out in. And Booby Trap E is a really good card because it pretty much says discard one card from your hand. You can set a continuous trap card from your graveyard into your face down, and you can activate it at their turn. Now, the reason I think this card is pretty good because for one, let's say for example you got a lose one turn in your graveyard or a mask restrict in your graveyard, and your opponent MST'd on that following turn, you can activate Booby Trap E, bring it back, and bam, there you go. In addition to that, if you're out of resources late game, it could be the perfect top deck card and get you back in the game. So overall, it allows you to abuse your floodgates. It pretty much gives you extra copies of Vanity's Emptiness. If you're a player that still believes in that card, you want to abuse that card a lot. The card has a lot of potential. People on OCG have been running it. I've seen a lot of talk on the TCG about players trying to test it out for a future event. So get hyped on that train, guys, and try to test it out for yourself. The card is very good and very powerful in my opinion. I might even give it a testing in my Monarch deck. Coming in at number 5, we have XYZ Universe. Now, XYZ Universe, strictly for the Pendulum matchup. Once the Pepe players start XYZ summoning to go into their Draco, Pendulum, whatever, you can just XYZ summon off their monsters, bring out your level 7, not level 7, rank 7 or rank 8 monster to try to combat them. Pretty much going to bring out a Felgrand, similar to what people did in the half format. And it's also good against the Burning Abyss matchup. Once they turn to go double Dante or whatever, get rid of the 2 Dantes, bring out your monster, and just attack for game. It's a really good disruptor card. Very good in the Pendulum matchups. So any deck that's XYZ summon base or Exceed summon base, a lot of you guys have to correct me on. It's a really good card. So for that reason, I have it on this list at number 5. Coming in at number 4, I got Debunked. Now, Debunked's another good card. It's for the Cosmo matchup, and it can also be used against the Monarch deck. The reason why it's good against Monarch deck, you know, you can stop the Pantheism, you can stop the Monarch Trap card from the graveyard. It's good against the Cosmos because you stop the ship's effects in the graveyard. Additionally to that, if your opponent is side decking a hand trap against you, stop that as well. And it's also good against Mermail. So overall, Debunked is a pretty good card, which is why I have to have it on this list at number 4. Coming in at number 3, I have Prohibition. Now, as you guys already know, I'm a big fan of Prohibition. For you guys who are old school viewers of the channel, I run that card almost 90% of the time when I go to big events. And the reason why I like Prohibition is because you declare a card name, that card cannot be used. It's very good against Pendulum decks, it's very good against Monarch decks. You want to stop your opponent's key cards and just weaken their deck in order to beat them that following turn. The deck's good against Monarchs. You can stop the trap cards, stop them abusing the trap card. They can probably Caress, but they're going to have to try to combo out the Caress. If they can't get the leeway, you're going to win. You can use it against, like I said, Pendulums to stop the Sorcerer. You can use it against every fucking thing. The card is just amazing, which is why I had to have this list at number, was it number 3? Yeah, number 3. Which is why I had to have this list at number 3. Coming against this list at number 2, I have Lose One Turn. Now, Lose One Turn is on this list because it's a very powerful card, very good for the Cosmo matchup. It's versatile because you can use it in your Monarch decks for you Monarch players out there, and you can use it in Rogue decks by flipping it up. Now every time your opponent brings out a big ship, the ship gets negated and goes to defense mode because the card does not target. In addition to that, it's good against Mermails, it's good against Pepe when they try to pendulum something, you flip it up, all our monsters are negated. So overall, it's a good stun card, and the card is at 3, so why not take advantage of it? Because I can see one day that card can eliminate it down to 1. And last but not least, coming in at number 1, I have Solemn Scolding. Solemn Scolding is one of my most favorite cards right now. I'm currently using it in my Monarch deck, and in Monarchs, since Monarchs don't run a lot of trap cards, it is the perfect card to negate any effect your opponent can throw at you and gain advantage over them in attack for game. Now, I know this is not every trap card, every tech card people are running in this current format. But these are my personal favorites. There's cards people are running like Trap Eater that is a good honorable mention, I guess, but I don't know everything, so that's why I'm going to leave you guys as subscribers to tell me about some of your favorite tech cards in the comment section down below. And if you're new to the channel, I upload 3 times a week. On Mondays I do discussions, Wednesdays I do top 10s, and Fridays I do my Explain series, which is a series where I go explaining decks and archetypes in detail, or I might throw a deck profile on Friday, whichever one is more convenient pretty much. And as I always tell people, I do these videos, I truly believe in helping you guys become better players. And I also do these videos, I truly believe in you guys helping me become a better player. This is Chris from Team Innovation signing out. Peace, guys, and stay innovative. Deuces. Move all images from the site. Now, why this is a Konami theory and not just a theory on a Japanese company? Because let's face the fact, I did research on that Japanese company.